pander. Guess what? Got new camera settings. So this is how we're going to be streaming today. Right here, up close and personal. Hey, check this out. Wow. Epilepsy warning, please. Please avert your eyes if you have epilepsy. Today, it's fortuitous. It's the end of season 1 Thunderdome. Going hard every week for what? How long now? 2 months? Probably around 2 months. Drop my skincare routine. Not washing my face. Genetics. They call me the Fabio of NFTs for a reason. It's not just a name that came out of nowhere. Today, there's actual thunder outside. Oh, did we get a Steffi raid? Steffi's so cool. How cool is Steffi? Guys, how cool is Steffi? Guys, how cool is Steffi? Very cool. She is very cool. Yeah, it's actually thundering outside. That's crazy. On the last day of the Thunderdome. But it's not the last day of the Thunderdome forever. I just figured that having a Steffi, thanks for the raid, came through officially. Oh, speaking of, that reminds me, donations are back up. I fixed it. So if any of you want, I think $1 will set off the donation alert. So if you guys want to make the money printer go burr, then hit that up. It's in my, I think it's below the stream. I don't know where it actually lives. And I'm working on getting like a top donator thing up here, but you know, we will see. Hell yeah. So I figured that having on Maalavidaa, aka Alicia, aka the queen of magical mystery liquid prints, liquid art, NFTs, whatever you want to call her, it's quite the honor to have her here today judging your guys' art and hanging out on stream. So it's going to be a blast. It's going to be the best. Hey, Jake, thanks for the sub. 3 months, baby. 3 months is what I'm talking about. Now you get the spicy little 3-month icon next to your name. Crazy. Wow. So you know what? She's waiting in the wings. Let's not dilly-dally around. Let's get right into it. How about that? Give it up. Big round of applause for Maalavidaa. Hello. You there? Yeah. What's up? We are live. We're on. How you doing? I can't hear you. Is your mic working? Hey, Watcher, thanks for the sub. There it is. Now it's on.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yeah, what's up?
I just love the sounds, etc. I just feel like it's like just... Oh, sorry.
No worries. Oh, thanks for the sub. Watcher gifted 5 subs.
Okay, great. Well, it's
Oh no, did we lose her? Alicia, did we lose you? Watcher, holy shit. Thank you for all the subs. If you just got a gifted sub from Watcher, then say thank you in chat. That's a G move. Let's try and figure this one out. The Thunderdome. Jake with the gifted. Rye tip $1. Hell yeah. Yo, Mark just kicked my butt in marbles on Steffi's stream, but it's okay. He's better than me. Damn.
Haha.
Here it goes. It worked. I think that's the first time it's actually worked on stream. I think that was like not working just at all for like months. You guys are crazy. There's constant notifications. We're working on getting Alicia back in here. We are working on it. Internet drops, so we're gonna stall. We're gonna stall. It's not like we could talk over the notifications anyways. Watchers with the 100 bits. Damn.
Is it working now?
Now it is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Ah la la. I'm sorry. So I have a terrible experience with internet these days.
Is it your provider? Or is it like where you are? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm just having troubles because like basically I'm not paying for the internet. It's my the person who's handling the building for us that pays the internet.
Do you know? Can you see any extra cables or cords coming from your house to another person's house?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh
I
God.
really don't know.
Alien dance party. I'm gonna try and concentrate. Well, because your landlord could be stealing internet, and maybe that's the entire problem.
Oh no, she's living in here. Everyone's having the same internet. There's just like, you know, it's Montreal. They're doing work on the streets every single day, so they might just like broke cables and whatnot. So
yeah,
maybe I have
your internet cable. And...
No, for real. It's like it's insane. Like back in France, I never had such problems, but then ever since I moved to Montreal, I just have like electricity shortage, like maybe once every 2 months, and everyone's here is like, yeah, that's normal. That's Montreal, and I'm just like,
what?
Yeah, but that's like,
yeah, but it shouldn't be
that's
normal.
not. No, I know, but like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's normal. It's like winter, and I'm just like, it's July.
Yeah.
It's not winter. So, anyways, hi everyone. It's so nice to be here. Sorry for the delay. And yeah, I'm just so happy. I haven't spoiled myself with all the artwork, so I'm just so excited to go through everything.
Awesome. It's gonna be fun. It's more fun when you get to be surprised by it. Thanks for the Pokeball for the sub. Mal, we're getting insane bits and subs. You're a good luck charm. You're dropping.
Really?
The people are dropping the hype for you. They love it.
Nice.
A hype
I'm
train
happy.
is close. It's close. It's not even here. What do you need to do to get a hype train up in this? Oh my gosh.
I can make a rap song, I guess.
Yeah, please. Do you want me to play some rap music for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
We could do that.
How are we gonna do this? You're going to be rapping off beat, but let me put on some music.
Oh yeah, right. Maybe I'll be rapping in French or in Fringlish or something.
I did want to ask you. So I assumed you were just French Canadian, but you're originally from France.
Yes, I'm truly French.
Okay.
The big French deal.
Okay.
Unfortunately for me.
Why is that unfortunate? That seems sweet.
I mean, I don't know. We have a bad reputation, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Oh, I put on the wrong video. So I put up different videos in the background depending on who's on. And I have, you're gonna kill me for pronouncing this wrong, but I have a Jean-Luc Godard movie called Masculine Feminine.
Okay.
And I put that on every once in a while, so we'll put that on the background.
Oh, that's sweet, because I actually always wondered like what's playing on your backdrop, because I'm always like super curious about that, because I feel like there was just so many things happening. I wish we could see it, like maybe there could be a camera that is just like the backdrop or something.
We can do the attic cam. You can kind of see what's going on.
Ooh, yeah.
It's blank right now.
Sorry, I'm just trying to read the chat as well. It's crazy because my stream there's like not like there's like 5 people on my stream, so I'm just like not used to having a lot of people there.
there's a lot of people. Oh, and honestly, because of Parallel, there's been a lot more people. That really kind of blew up the viewership, but I'd say around 30 is usually where we are for Thunderdomes, so right about right.
Europe gang. Everyone's like, yeah, Europe gang.
Europe gang.
Rap.
It's like 5 in the morning there right now. What time is it in Europe? It's late.
No, it's not like it's not even midnight.
Like 11.
At least in France.
10.
Yeah.
From Jake. Jake, I didn't know you were in Europe. Mad affiliate sense from Audible. That's what's up, Color. All right, Alicia, this is a common trap in the Thunderdome. We enjoy talking. We enjoy each other's company
I'm
too
sorry.
much, and we don't look at the art. Hey, you just subbed. Trying to sneak around and talk to me like nothing's going on, and meanwhile you're subbing.
Ooh.
Oh, Jay gifted the sub for you. I thought you were in the background gifting subs. Thank you, Jay.
Aww.
Thank you, designed by Jake. You guys are the best. It's weird because on stream it shows who it gets sent to, but the person who bought it is down in the super secret stream.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Wow. Marbles? Who wants some marbles?
We'll play some marbles. We'll play marbles later, guys. Right now, how do you want marbles when we have the one and only Maalavidaa on here? That's crazy.
Well, I do marbles as well.
You do?
It's not like the same marbles though.
What kind of marbles do you play?
No, I do marbles like rainbow marbles.
Marble
as art.
Okay, I see.
It's not the same thing, but I'm
close.
trying, you know.
Which came first, the marble or the marble?
I don't know. Marble for me, when I always think about marble, I think about marble cake, because it's delicious and it's cake and it's like marble and it's like 2 colors and it's.
Well said.
Okay, sorry.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm too hungry. I get caught up in my train of thoughts.
You can grab a snack if you'd like. If you want to get on stream, go for it.
No.
It's a little uncouth, but that's okay. I mean, that's what I'm about.
I gotta resist. I gotta wait for the falafel. Anyways, yeah, I guess we shall begin because otherwise I'll just keep talking and talking because that's what I do.
I think that's fair. Let's jump in then. Bitcoinski with the first one.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. The original. Change the scene. And
okay, we fancy.
I forgot to link the source. Classic.
Oh,
there we go.
It happens.
Okay.
This stream is brought to you by cake.
Might as well be.
I wish I had a cake sponsor.
That would be sick.
I eat so much cake, like it's insane. I'm not sponsored.
Bitcoinski, no, nothing to go with it. Just the art, just straight up art. We got a figure says "Believe" with the sword straight down the middle, Excalibur style. What do you think?
Wow. I don't know. First of all, I must say that if you know me, you know that I'm really not familiar with 3D, or at least not as much as everyone in this room, I guess. And I must say that I'm always blown away by just materials in general.
Right.
Because I don't know how people make it so shiny, etc. And I feel like this is really cool because it reminds me of like a boy. Actually,
it does kind of look like a boy.
It really looks like a boy version, but like an edgy boy version of the boy, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of dig it, to be honest. Love the sword. The XX reminds me of the Nirvana logo.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So yeah, I really love it. Maybe I will have perhaps just have something different on the background, or just like a composite, having maybe another point of view or perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So because I feel like composition wise, I would have just put it a little bit bigger, because for now it's like it kind of looks like it's floating, but it might be the purpose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really nice, to be honest. It's a great start.
Yeah.
I feel like we are up to something, and I love the fact that the message has been understood, with the fact that, you know, the theme is like vulnerability, but it's also a double-edged sword, because you have to be like, in order to be vulnerable, you have to accept like both sides of like positive and negative emotions. So you're always a bit like torn in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of dig it. You know, it's like there's a bit of sarcasm going on. So I love the message there. Don't know what you're thinking about that.
Yeah. I think that the message is there. I think that my problems with it right now are technical. I think like the chat's pointing, the background seems a little too zoomed. I assumed that it was supposed to be like a figurine. And maybe that's what they were going for, but it's really, really zoomed in back there. Also, what stuck out to me initially, and this is the graphic designer in me talking, is it's not centered. It's a little bit off to the right.
Oh, yeah. That definitely, that's what I was mentioning, like when I said like we could zoom in, because if you zoom, you could basically recenter the piece into the composition.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course, that's such a graphic designer thing to
right.
to say.
Yeah.
I feel like all people that have been into design, the design field in general, have that tendency to just like really pinpoint like centering elements in general.
I won't even go into the kerning and capitalization on believe on the words on the boy, but you know, Bitcoinski, I think it's got some potential. I think just a few polishing things. I would honestly just change up the composition entirely, give it a little bit more depth, or if you want to do straight on, make sure it's centered and big and, you know, properly framed, all that stuff. So
yeah, maybe I'll just have the camera being a more floor leveled, like, because for now it's looking a bit like on top of the elements, and I would say like maybe take it down more lower to the floor, so it could have that, you know, that sense of power and elevation for the centerpiece, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, really dig the material, and as Alexander is mentioning, like the shine on the forehead and the cracks are really well executed, in my opinion.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know if it'll stick in the top, but Bitcoinski, thank you so much. We're thankful for you to be here. Next up, we've got Sad Cop. Okay, so preface on this. Let me pop open the art, and then there's a title with it. It is, "So Damocles, since this life delights you, do you wish to taste it yourself and make trial of my fortune?" So this is the sword of Damocles then, huh?
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check this out. I have like two screens.
You're good. The viewing the art's kind of tough sometimes, so just let me know what you need from me.
Okay. Oh, okay. See it. So it really looks like, first of all, big Zelda energy.
Right?
I guess, like huge Zelda energy with the design of the sword itself. I love the detailing in the swords. I've been doing some swords myself lately, and I just love playing with like the details in the sword, and I feel like that's always a good twist to have. Because I don't feel like swords are meant to be practical, like because like
what are they for?
Sometimes they're I mean, well, killing people, but like you can kill people with something that's cute, you know. So I guess
you prefer poison. You'd rather poison a man to death than sword fight him.
I mean, I've been trying to. I kind of really want to have like a double sword moment. Like I've been trying to look for like a double sword bundle because I kind of want to do some sword dancing and stuff like that because I feel like it's badass. Anyways, back to the topic itself. Uh, I just I feel like the composition is really great. Um, Centered, first of all, we love that.
There you go.
I love the clay render energy. I'm honestly, I just really love like clay renders in general because I feel like there's a lot of purity and just it's a sense of just letting go of everything that's not non-essential in a way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that serves the message of vulnerability, in my opinion, because you don't have to have all of these artifacts or just like materials, etc. It's just showing the raw side of yourself, I guess. So in that kind of intention, I feel like this artwork, it works great. It works great into this kind of intention. And I love the composition. I love the fact that there's a sense of elevation, and I guess the color queen in me kind of wants to have some colors, but again, I understand that it's not like the purpose here to have colors. You don't want to be distracted, and yeah, I also the seat kind of looks like a tombstone.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And
Rest in peace, Damocles.
yeah, I love that.
He will be missed.
It's pretty dark in my opinion.
I think that that would be cool to even play off that a bit more. But
yeah, perhaps.
I don't know the story of Damocles that much. Do you?
Well, I don't know if it's a myth or anything, but we all know that like the Damocles story is it's not even a story. I feel like it's more about just a saying. It has become a saying. Perhaps there was like a story at the beginning around the Damocles concept, but I imagine so, because like if it's called like with a name, etc., it has to be something behind that. But I love the concept of having that thing hanging out on top of your head, something that's invisible. But it creates a lot of fear also, like always having that impression that there's something floating around you and above you, etc. It just really sounds really religious, in my opinion, having that creator consciousness on top of you that is here to either strike you or not. but it's interesting, to look into those things and the history of it all. Maybe I'm just really, really wrong, and there's like a guy that is called Damocles, and he was like maybe just putting sword on top of like people's head. I don't know, and then he flipped a coin.
I think you're right. I think that especially in this piece, it's very nice, it's very simple, it's very well done, and that leads towards its archetypical nature with the sword of Damocles hanging over the king's head.
Yeah, it feels historical.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, Sad Cop.
Damn no.
Sad Cop, I think you did a great job, man. Also, it's very clean, it's very simple, and I think that plays to its strength. The lighting's awesome, and I think the whole scene of it just feels like an object that is symbolic of something else, and I think that's exactly I don't know. I think that's a very apt way to portray this story and what you're trying to get across. I think it's well done.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Thank you, Sad Cop. Next up, we've got Ethereal Zephyr, the one and only.
Yay, daddy!
With the sword through the heart, glitch style.
Alexander mentioned that Damocles was under the sword. He took it from a king. The sword is an analogy of the precarious position of the king.
Makes sense.
Ooh, I recognize that style now.
Yeah. This is a visual representation of your internet connection.
Wow. Okay, so first of all, of course I recognize uh color eclipses style. It has that really glitchy thing going on, which is really amazing in my opinion. I wish I could zoom into the heart details, uh, because I feel like there's a lot happening into that heart, and I love the centerpiece. I feel like maybe I would have added like a bit of a shadow where the sword is like going through the heart, at the bottom left where it strikes into the heart, just to give it a bit more dimension and like a sense of like realism. But also it's not that bad because like it's a glitch style, so you can just have like really more of an collage aesthetic, I guess. So it kind of makes sense. And then the background I'm intrigued about, because it feels like so there are those strokes, but at the bottom it seems like there's a bust, or at least I see a bust, and then if you imagine that's like a shoulders, etc., it kind of feels like the heart is like the head of the person, I guess.
I didn't see that before. I do see it now.
I don't know. I have like strong pareidolia. Oh, it's difficult to say. Pareidolia effect, and I have always seen things and stuff like that. So maybe I'm wrong.
What is pareidolia?
Pareidolia is just basically the fact of seeing shapes into other shapes, like when you look at the clouds in the sky and you see like a dog or something. This is pareidolia.
Okay, so any sort of abstract shape, you tend to see it more as a like personified,
when you look,
or like an
when you really look at something and then you start seeing things into it.
Okay.
It's a bit similar to Rorschach ink stains, like those things where you see something happening and like you can see a butterfly or something. There's a bit of similarities with that.
So you've taken a lot of psychedelics, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Kinda. I mean,
that'll happen.
We shall not dive into my past,
nah.
But yeah, I've seen
hypothetically
things.
If someone were to do psychedelics, you would experience a similar effect. Not that you should do them, but that is something that happens to people.
Yeah, I mean, I was like that as a kid, and then I grew up. But then when you grew up, you grow up and you take drugs, it's like just enhance the thing, I guess. But I don't do drugs anymore, so we are all good.
No way. Get lost. Get lost, FBI. Get out of chat, feds.
There's nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Stop narking on us, Domingo. I see you out there, Color Eclipse, narking on us.
But yeah, so the beautiful piece, in my opinion, I love the fact that you've included something kind of figurative in your pieces, because I know that's like not something that you perhaps usually do. So it was kind of a big move, in my opinion. Love it. And overall composition is really great. Maybe you know me, but maybe I would have pushed the colors a bit further, like put the vibrance and saturation a bit on top, because I like to be a little bit extra. But otherwise I really love it. Perhaps no, I feel like I was thinking maybe I would have added like a bit more shadow behind the heart, but I feel like it's enough, because otherwise it would be too, like, it would seem off, I guess.
Yeah.
So I really dig it. Don't know what you think about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of the same things you said. Again, the designer in me, I really like the background texture. I think that's the most successful part.
Yeah.
The way that it's all straight and then down here glitches out even more on the bottom right. I think that some of the Photoshop What's up?
Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I think that some of the Photoshop work could be polished up. And I don't buy that it would be just for the style of being glitchy. Like on the right here, there's a missed cutout of the heart. And zooming up, this is the only like soft blur is where the sword goes through. And so I would say instead of where the sword goes through is the only soft blur on any object in the scene. So I would take the soft blur off and I would use some of this glitchy texture to make it look more realistic, like it was going through the heart, and kind of bring that together to make this seem a little bit more cohesive in the piece.
Yeah, also I was thinking maybe what could be interesting is to have the layer of the heart itself to have a bit of a glitch as well, so it could just, perhaps like the edges of the heart could have a bit of some strokes or something to just blend in the background perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will be effective, but that's something I would just be curious to see happening, so it could just have more synergy with the background. But other than that, I think that's a concept, and I feel like the theme is met, and the concept and the art is well executed. So congrats on that.
Great job, Ethereal. Thank you so much for entering. I like to see some different art styles in here, so really appreciate it.
Yeah, me too. It's so nice.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to do a stream in Heal the Deal sometime. Well, you are all welcome.
Oh, there you go. Getting those features. Next up, we've got Ricky, aka Metaverse Magazine. Okay, real quick, Alicia, what do you think of this idea? Because we're workshopping it right now. Me and Metaverse Magazine. Here's the working title, right? Agony Ant Orphans Non-Fungible Pain Corner / an advice column for the modern age. What do you think about that?
I mean, I am interested. Tell me more.
Do you know agony ants? Do you know the archetype of them?
Not really, to be honest.
They're usually old maids, middle-aged women, people of that ilk, who get a weekly column in a newspaper, and in the back of it, they will take questions from the community, and they'll write their advice, usually relationships, money, in anything to do with life. These wise old women will give advice to the community. It turns into a gossip rag most of the time, and it turns into all sorts of wacky people sharing their woes, whether real or fake. But I want to do that for the NFT space, and that would be sponsored by MetaMag. So I would have a little corner for 10 or 15 minutes where I take questions from chat, from Twitter, about NFT or relationship or whatever kind of woes you have in the space. And I would give my sage womanly advice.
Yes, I love it. Honestly, I feel like you're putting it's interesting how you're putting things into perspective and just blending it's a different just realm together, I guess. Like that's not something I would have thought about, and I feel like that's what's interesting is when you try to blend things that seems antagonist in a way. I feel like it's interesting to raise questions, not always just answering questions. And when doing that with a concept or a project, etc., I feel like it's so interesting because not only you will just like learn things by yourself, but with others as well. So I feel like that's a really smart move, to be honest.
Perfect.
I'm really just curious to be just like, I want to know more.
I don't know how it's going to turn out. It sounds fun though. Should I get a wig? Do you think I should wear a wig?
Okay. Can you? Okay, but I'll choose the wig. So it's like, it has to be two ponytails on the side.
Okay.
And it should be half pink and half white.
Half pink and half white? Am I trying to fuck everyone in the retirement home or something? What am I trying to do with that kind of hair?
No, you're just a weeb.
I'm just a weeb. Just a 55-year-old woman weeb in her basement.
Oh, I love that.
I can do that.
That sounds like a dream.
Is that where you're heading? Is that the dream?
I mean, I'm certainly heading there, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. Hey, check this out real quick.
I hope so.
Well, you could. It's up to you, right?
I don't want to do art like all my life. I just want to do something else that's really weird and just like quirky, I guess.
Well, you could probably do a bunch of things that are weird and quirky. I've heard that giant gemstones are, missing watcher redeem, where's lady? Okay, so I gotta go get my dog. But here, I'm gonna do zoom cam. All right, guys. This is what I have. This is the only prop I have for the old lady. I've got a dead cat. It's not an actual dead cat, right? But it is a dead cat. It's a roadkill cat. It's a flat stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Isn't it cool? It's from my dad.
It's weird because it's really not, to be honest. It's just
it's so funny.
I'm trying to process it because it looks like a creep. I mean,
yeah.
Not a creep, but a crepe in French.
Yeah, the thin
but it's
pancake.
It's kind of creepy as well.
Look how thin this animal is.
His tiny tongue. Look at him.
Yeah, look at his tongue.
He's thriving. Yes. Does it have a name?
It's dead. I don't name dead things usually. Sounds kind of...
I do.
You do?
Well, I'm dead inside, so I should name myself.
you name your inside being, your dead emotions.
Yeah. Well, Mala.
I name mine Hot Topic.
Hot Topic, yeah. like the retailer.
Yeah, like the retailer.
Oh shit! I love Hot Topic. I wish.
Don't we all?
When I was in. No, but you don't know the struggle because as a teenager growing in France and not being able to purchase things from Hot Topic was really, really frustrating because I could not fulfill my emo fantasy, right?
Yeah. You didn't have Hot Topic over there. I thought it was worldwide for some reason.
Nah.
Well, I'm sorry to do this to you. I'll give you a choice. Do you want to entertain the stream? Let's do this. I'll put it back to Thunderdome 2. I'll show the art. You can give the stream your thoughts on this piece of art by Metaverse Magazine Ricky. It says a sword worn around the neck, protecting the heart. And I'll go get my dog because it got redeemed. So I'll be right back.
Okay. No worries. So while Orphan is not there, I must say, follow me on Instagram and on Twitch and on Twitter and everywhere. I do really, really amazing content, way better than his. It's just that I'm not as, fancy, but I'll get there. Also, if you want to donate, I will link my PayPal link below, I guess. You can send it to at Alicia R&D or something. Just hit me up. Also, while I'm here, Hilda Deal is coming back with another stage soon. I haven't done anything yet because I'm fucking delayed, but I promise it's going to be really, really great. I promise. I just need to stop working out and just be full on dumbass geek, but I'll get there. What's the A on Twitter? It's Maalavidaa with 3 A's at the end because someone else got my handle before me. Oh,
That's
sorry.
not
So
fair.
I was saying the piece is
I'm getting crow
the piece
attacks
is beautiful.
while I have my dog.
Oh no.
Sorry, I come in hot. There she is. It's the dog.
Baby, I love dogs way more than dead cats, to be honest. Sorry, no offense, but what a babe.
Oh
She
yeah,
a big baby.
big old baby.
Oh, look at you.
She only lets me do this for
You-
treats.
You so kind, and you so chill and calm. Wow, look at you. Can we give Orphan a treat?
Me?
Yeah.
You want me to eat one of
What
these?
do you want? I guess.
How much do you give me? My dad taught me always to do that. Don't do a bet unless someone will give you something for it. Okay, so here's the thing. How many primes do you guys have? How many subs do you guys have? Will you donate $4.20 if I eat this?
Fuck yes.
If I eat the treat.
Hold on.
Missing Watcher donated 1,000 bits. Buy a treat to her with that? I don't know what that means, Watcher. That might be a language barrier. Watcher says yes. All right, guys. If I eat this, you guys gotta give me something for it. I'm a stream whore now. I'll zoom in.
I'm trying to sub. Why? I don't know why, but I can just only donate subs for your channel, but I cannot sub to your channel.
It's not very good. You can't sub to my. Oh, that's not good. I was very
I don't
salty.
know why.
I was very salty. It has a okay texture though. Oh. Give me the booch. Agony and gone wild. Oh
nasty.
shit! Jake with the subs. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Not great, but.
Holy shit, Jake!
Thank you, Jake. Oh, that's really bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not good.
Jake is the man. Damn boy.
Oof.
How many viewers are subbed now?
Let me check. Sorry, I completely. Oh, it tastes like fish. Oh no, these are fish ones. 68 subs. Thank you guys.
68.
68 subs. Oh, that's bad.
Who's going
it's
to
fish.
be the 69?
Yeah, who's going to be the 69th? That's crazy. Missing Watcher with 10 gifted.
Ew.
Incredible. Oh, that's
Maalavidaa
bad.
thinking of eating treats now because I'm so hungry. I could eat anything. Well, no, just not anything. I know you guys are pervs, so please don't make me say something I didn't say, okay?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Jake with another 10 subs. Holy shit. You guys, thank you. That's crazy.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god. All because I ate a dog treat. Wow. Apparently all you need to do is just degrade yourself on stream and then people will just give you small amounts of money.
I mean, I have I told you I actually did my little promo while you were away, just saying that I have a Twitch channel. If y'all wanna.
Did you link it?
No.
Oh, you should link it.
No. I'm just so bad at self-promotion.
It's twitch.tv/heal the deal, right?
No, it's my personal channel where I unbox Pokemon cards.
How many A's? M-A-A-L?
M-A-A-L-A-V-I-D-A-A. It's like
Bingo. To Jake with the 20 gifted subs?
He's just trying to flex his money.
What are you doing?
Yo!
At least donate $1 so we can see the money printer go burr. That shit's so funny. Thank you so much for the subs, though. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
We're up to 113 subs. What?
The fuck?
That's crazy. That's like $20 a month after Twitch takes its cut. That's awesome.
Yo, that's $20 of kombucha. Let's fucking go.
You just
to the
paid for my kombucha. That's crazy.
moon.
We're gonna be here forever. What did you say about this piece of art?
So I didn't say anything because I wasn't bothered just doing my promo. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair. I'm fine with that. Holy shit! Wait, Watcher
So-
gifted 22. How? Wait. Here, I gotta add this up. I'm sorry. We gotta derail the stream because there's too many subs.
Let's go.
Okay. So Watcher and Jake gifted. They're competing with each other. So they each gifted
They do.
5. Jake gifted 1, so Jake's up by 1. Watcher did bits, so that's probably 1 sub. 5, 10, 10, 20, 20. Holy shit. Jake
Is it like
Jake
the
did 61
the-
subs.
fucking hell? Do that on my channel. What are you doing?
Yeah, Jake, what are you doing, dude? Spread the love.
I'm entertaining. Okay.
It's very well known around these parts that I am an authoritarian. I'm the dictator of the NFT world. Some say Hitler, but not everyone does say that. Some people say other authoritarian leaders. So
Can't relate. Sorry.
that's why people just give me money.
I mean, it looks like the Olympics of subs right now. Like, people are just trying to outdo everyone.
I know, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever... Watcher cheered 5,000 bits? Oh my god. Orphan's got
What
to
does
have
that
a
mean?
controversial word per stream. Samuel, yeah, I can't stop it. I watched... Have you seen the Sigma... the Sigma male lifestyle videos, Alicia?
Who's that?
Sigma male, it's just like... So you know alphas are like pack leaders and they're like super Chad and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
And betas are cucked and lame and soy. Well, Sigmas are like John Wick. They're like the outcasts who don't follow normal social conventions but are still super,
really?
super chatted up. And I was watching this video the other day. I'm like, that's me.
I don't know if I'm like, maybe I'm between Alpha and Sigma. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I have like big dick energy, but at the same time, I'm really weird. And also, I might be also an Omega because sometimes I really just wish that someone told me what to do because I'm fucking tired of taking decisions and controlling things. So I don't know. It's a good question. But I didn't know about Sigma. That's like a whole new realm ahead. What's happening?
Well, here's the thing. Like, people fall into categories and they morph and they switch. So I think these categories are fun, surely, but there's all sorts of middle ground. And then I think Sigma just got like made up like a year ago or something. So who knows? Ryan cheered 1 bit. Dude, big plays, man. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
That's insane.
Can we get big claps for 1 bit? 1 bit for Ryan? Kidding. Get the fuck out, dude. Stop memeing when people are trying to give me money.
I'll ban you from the chat.
I'm gonna ban you. Ryan does
ban
nothing.
You from the chat. You'll
nothing
never
but
come
cause
back.
trouble in these chats.
You'll never come back.
Oh really? Do
You'll
you guys have a
It'll be
history?
your last time
Yeah,
in the
he's
chat
taunting me
forever.
now. He cheered another 1 bit. Just for reference, 1 bit's like half of a cent. It's like zero
Electric
money.
Corgi Gang! Yes! Electric Corgi Gang!
What's that?
Sorry,
What is that?
you can't understand. You weren't on my stream. Uh-huh.
I try and get on your streams. I don't think
No,
I've
it's
ever
just
seen
like-
your personal streams, but I have seen Heal the Deal.
Yeah, no, it's just a reference to Yamper the Pokemon because I was cursed sometimes and I just like opened so many boosters and I had like a Yamper in every single one of them.
Mhm.
And then I bought the Yamper plushie, which now sleeps with me every single night. I guess. So there's that.
Perfect.
The curse. Anyways, I was about to say, I could give my feedback to the beautiful necklace.
I'm down to hear your feedback, but I'm too busy being livid at Ryan right now. He just cheered another 1 bit. Taunting me.
Sorry, I'm not mad. I mean, I'm not crazy.
You should
but
be
there's
mad.
like no, I'm mad.
Are you mad at
No, there's a
Ryan?
fire. No, there's a firefly floating around me. I hate that. Anyways,
Can you
Sorry.
kill it? It's a firefly
uh,
or just a
maybe
fly?
it's just a
A normal fly?
no, it's just a fruit fly.
Oh,
Sorry, I have so many of them. I hate that.
well,
Anyways,
you need a Nerf gun. Shoot it out of the
oh,
sky.
oh fuck! I wish I had that. I wanted one
Oh my
when I
God.
was a kid.
Negligent discharge. I'm sorry. I just shot it off without.
The stream
No.
is chaotic. Oops.
The stream is off the rails. Maalavidaa, we're off the rails.
I don't know what you were expecting from having me on the stream,
We're-
but like,
I
I'm.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
Help.
fine. And you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never
Help.
understand.
We're off the rails.
Helps OS. Thank God we didn't have like 50 submissions or something, because we would be there until like tomorrow or something. Pain.
Fucking pain.
Pain.
Yeah, I know. How many do we have? Let's, you know what? Let's just bust through these and then we can actually have fun. Enough of
Okay.
this, enough of this looking at art. All right, everyone, just ignore the notifications that'll go on forever. Strange World tipped
Oh my God.
420. Do 10 push-ups. No. Thank you for the money, nerd. I will not do push-ups.
Nerd.
Ricky, Metaverse Magazine, a sword worn around the neck, protecting the heart. I like it. I would wear this.
I need that.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not wearing that right now? Like, I have this shitty necklace on, and why am I not wearing this?
Mm.
You need to make this happen. Like,
Your necklace is awesome, by the way.
thank you. I really love just being fancy, I guess.
Did you make
But
it,
like,
or did you buy that?
no, I do. I spend a lot of money on jewelry,
I was gonna
and
say
I do not.
The pendant is like right in line with your style, so I didn't know if people were making stuff like that.
Yes, I really love it. No, honestly, it's really great. I would have wished that, since it's like an asset, I would have wished that it was like animated and like maybe like turning around itself or something.
Yeah.
But I love the idea. You know, it's really simple but effective. To be honest, it kind of makes you want to have it as a physical. It would definitely do a great NFT, in my opinion. That's like the kind of thing that people are interested in collecting or something, I guess. And I love it. I love the fact that it's just a simple piece of jewelry, but like it's meant to be worn as an artifact, much like an amulet or something. You know, I just love jewelry.
Mhm.
Those people must know that, because they know that I'm going to like that.
Probably wouldn't be surprised. It's a cool idea too. I think it fits nicely.
Mhm.
I turned off the notifications, right? It's probably still going.
Yeah.
We might have missed. I wanted to keep it on so we could see the donate, but instead we just get Rise dumb 1-bit donations. Yeah, Ricky, I think it's cool. I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out what size the art is, but like it looks like it should be a necklace. It looks like it's going around someone's neck, but the chains are too big for that. But it could just be a bracelet too.
Money printer go.
Bracelet or just a choker.
Yeah.
Like those kind of necklaces that are really short.
Mhm.
Okay, perhaps if I want to be really picky, because I can be really picky if I want to, I would have added perhaps just a fainted glow on the background, so it's not like, or perhaps like my screen doesn't show any sort of glow, but I would have added some sort of just a bit of a gradient in the background, just to have some dimension and just a sense of scale, I guess.
Mhm.
But other than that, yeah, animated would have been amazing, because you would have seen the shine and the va-va-voom. I
Yeah.
love it. But hey, it's like 48 hours to do that.
Yeah.
So it's not like a lot of time. So
Right.
I
Well,
know it's difficult to do a motion art piece in such a short time. So it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll be nice.
Is it though? Because check out this next one by The Watcher.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Title is The
Are
Monster.
you ready for this?
The monsters were never under my bed because the monsters were inside my head. And look at this art.
Mood. That's a big mood. Sorry, I'll just wait for it to appear on the stream.
And it has music.
But ooh, fancy. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
My stream is like so delayed, so it takes a bit of a time.
It looks like a Lord of the Rings movie. It looks like 5 seconds from a Lord of the Rings, 3 seconds from a Lord of the Rings movie. It's crazy.
What? The fuck it. What?
Yeah, and I talked to him and he said he did it for the contest. And I trust him.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to process that. That's like,
well, and here's the thing. He said he doesn't want the prize if he wins. So there's no reason he would put this in if he didn't do it. Like he's crazy. And he donated 35 subs today. That's insane.
sheesh.
Yeah, right?
That is crazy. I just for an abstract mind and artist like myself, I just cannot start to fathom and imagine like how do you do that? That's like
Right.
it's breaking my mind. I'm just like, this looks like a movie. I'm just wow. First of all, I just really love, of course, the composition, the movement of the camera, the level of detailing, of course.
Mhm.
It really looks fancy as fuck.
Mhm.
I think that everyone agrees with the fact that this is mad, like this is insane, insanely good. I'm just trying to find constructive criticism to do on that.
Mhm.
Okay, perhaps I love the fact that I was about to say like maybe the sword should have been a little bit more brighter or stand more, but actually I love the fact that it's just part of the whole scene, you know, it's like on
Mhm.
display, it's just part of the story, and it makes sense, you know, and with the kind of danger aspect going in with the snake and the really dark theme of the artwork. Oh, I'm speechless. That's amazing.
It's
It's
crazy. I think the
I
sword, the skull down here on the bottom right, that really makes the sword pay off.
yes.
And the
The skull
snake
is a nice
crazy.
addition, but you cannot see it in the animated version. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he cropped in so he didn't have to animate the grass and the trees.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think that's why
Yeah.
the crop occurred, but that's fine. Honestly, that would be my critique of it. I think the rest of it is great. The whole thing's great, and the only reason that is a critique at all is just like the time. The time to do that, you just don't have enough time. So the fact that this
Mhm.
is done any way that it is, it's crazy. So I don't know. I think Samuel, I think a lot of them were probably assets to compose the scene. I think the real key here is the composition. The composition's beautiful, and the use of color, the outside being green, the inside being golden, with the sword in the foreground,
Mhm.
but kind of blending in, showing the age of it, and then the snake, and then plus paired with the. I thought the title was fantastic. The monsters were never under my bed because the monsters were inside my head. I think that's great.
Yeah. If you know me, you know I really love titles. I love writing. I love everything that has words in it, and I really love a good title as well. And it kind of ties the scene together. And also about the fact that it's assets or not. Obviously, I'm not one to speak about that because I'm a loser in terms of like 3D and whatnot. But what I do think though is that first of all, it's a short challenge. You know, it's not like anything really fancy. We're just doing this for fun and just having a good time, etc., and just trying to play around certain themes and see what we can do with our style, I guess.
Mhm.
And I think that in mind, I really don't mind the fact that it's assets or not, but obviously it has to, you know, everyone has to make the assets their own. And I feel like Watcher did that pretty well
Mhm.
with the fact that it's a whole scene, you know, like the composition is own, and it's like super just obvious that he put a lot of thought. Sorry, I don't know if Watcher's pronouns are he or she, or I'm sorry for that, so I'll just say
It's a
they instead.
mysterious spaceman pronouns. What?
It's a mistake on my side, sorry, but I feel like it's really well thought in a way that at the beginning perhaps you do not perhaps see the theme of vulnerability to just emanate from the artwork itself, but the more you look at the details, the more you can see the process and the connection with the theme itself. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of fear, a lot of power at the same times, and a blend of those things, and also the little addition of the skull at the bottom right kind of reminds me of just like, you know, that sentiment of death that is always just prevailing on our lives. And I feel like vulnerability can make you help you process that thing as well. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. It's I'm tired, I'm sorry, but
It makes sense. I think there's a lot to glean from that. I think you hit the nail on the head.
yeah, I feel like
For me, it all
it's
boils down to it's very conceptually solid. It's very visually solid, and I think it's just a kind of a crazy piece. The fact that this was done in that time period is nuts. So that's where I
yeah,
land on it. That's the short and dirty of that.
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's obviously a beautiful job.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say.
Yeah. Also, get bent, Watcher. Showing up everyone else, dude. Coming in here with cinema, with literally Lord of the Rings. Crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
It's just everyone's just like, okay, yeah, cool. And Watcher's like, Lord of the Rings 7, Return of the Snake Lord. And you're like, holy shit, Watcher! I didn't even know there was a Lord of the Rings 6.
I mean, I'm here for it. If Watcher does the scenery, I'll watch it.
Have you seen Watcher's other stuff?
Absolutely not. I'm not familiar with what
What?
they do.
What? Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm
Alicia,
just
you are missing out. No, it's
I'm,
fine. I just wanna show you real quick. Pull up some Watcher
Yeah,
stuff
please.
because Watcher consistently does this.
I mean, I'm sure they're familiar with that kind of style, and
Right?
they mastered the concept and idea of that universe, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's so sad because I wish I could just follow everyone, because I know I miss so
It's
many
tough.
great artists out there. It's so hard, but you know, like this kind of just moments and streams are really helpful. Like,
No. Damn you, Canada. God damn it, Canada.
Canada.
Canada's always fucking everything up. We lost you for a second, but it sounds like you're back. Oh my God, we got
Oh
you
my
back.
God. Sorry.
I was about to lose it. I was about to go on a straight up monologue. Trudeau has entered
Trudeau
chat.
has blocked you. Justin, why did you do that to me, Justin?
So just check this one. Well, this is probably one of the craziest ones. So he has a whole world and a whole game. Completely.
A game?
It's like a Discord game and like making an actual game and doing puzzles. Like it's like part of it's AR and there's like hidden things in the NFTs and giving away prizes. It's insane. It's one of the craziest projects in NFTs right now and very highly slept on.
Oh, I love the HUB thing going on, dashboard thing. Yes.
So today there was like 4 or 5 different questions and you respond on Twitter in the comments with an emoji and that it's like a choose your own adventure of what the watcher does in the story. And then periodically an NFT comes out that illustrates it. It's awesome. It's just great.
I love that because it reminds me of course, so I'm absolutely passionate about books where you are the hero basically. I had so many of those, like those books where you make a choice and then you go to page let's say like 12 and then you make another choice and you go to page like 65 or something.
Yep.
It's like it just reminds me of that, and I love those kinds of narrative, and this is so smart. Like, yes, I need that. I need to hire Watcher to help me with Heal the Deal because it's too much for one single person. But I love it. It's really smart, and I feel like that's what the people really love, the fact of like having a sentiment of just choosing something and having an influence on artworks, much like programmatic. What am I saying? Like those programmable artworks, like there's a sense of just interactivity that is really entertaining for people, and I feel like it adds a lot of value to just your work in general.
Watcher is one of those people right now in the space that's utilizing the medium to its fullest, and that's especially as, like you said, more and more projects come out. It's really hard to find things that stand out because there's a lot of people vying for space in the new technology. And so Watcher certainly is one of those people in my mind that is saying, okay, NFTs are changing the game, so I'm not going to do the same stuff that people have always done and just mint it. I'm going to take the medium and use it for the medium and iterate off that, and I think that's very commendable.
I agree, of course. Translating your work to mediums in general is something that has much more power than we would think about, because I feel like this is where you discover new ways of reinventing yourself. And personally, that's what I feel like is most useful for me as an artist, because I really love my style, for example, but I'm more interested about the fact of just like translating my style and see what I can do if I use different mediums or medias to just like display and work through it, I guess. And the way NFTs have enabled that kind of mindset and way of creating is really interesting. And there's a lot of possibilities like that are either possible through the blockchain itself, but also through the narrative as well, because it doesn't have to be all about mechanics, etc. It can be just a story and just something that is on the side, and I feel like that's actually a good blend of those two things, in my opinion. So yeah, pretty smart. Well done.
100%. Okay, back to the business. Man, this is so much fun. Thank you again for being on.
Oh, that's my pleasure, of course. I mean, I'm so happy.
I hope you're
just love
enjoying the
hanging
madness.
I do. I don't know if I could handle that if it was like on my stream, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But hey, you do you. I just watch you go through that, and I'm just here telling jokes and trying to not be awkward, I guess.
Mission success.
Oh, the little wolf. Why are you
Sheath
crying?
your teeth and bare your heart. This is a piece by Sane Genre.
Oh. Okay, first of all, I love wolves. I read so many books with wolves, etc. in here, so I just love the kind of narrative that is like switched back and forth between the how is it called in English? That story with the little girl.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Exactly. Because in French it's called Le Petit Chaperon Rouge, so it's like
Does it translate to the same thing?
So if I translate it in English, it would be the little red hood, I guess.
Okay.
So it's kind of close, but like in French, it does sound weird. But so I must say that, of course, it's a much more simplistic kind of style, but it works really well in the terms of just like the composition. You can clearly see what's the environment. You can clearly see the characters. I love me some cartoonish style. I'm all about that. And it's kind of simplistic, but there's just enough details to just make you think about the concept when you know the theme. And I love the fact that, of course, the figure that is the wolf, that is considered as like a super powerful figure, is kind of crying and much more vulnerable, and the roles are switched between the two. But also, I love the fact that the sword itself seems to be wood, and that's like kind of smart, because I feel like if we think about vulnerability as an object and as a sword, I love the fact that it's not a harsh material as well, because vulnerability is not bad for yourself. It's actually a good thing, and it's not gonna hurt you. It's just the idea of it that, and the global shape of it all, that you think will hurt you, but actually it's kind of soft and made out of wood. It's not that bad. I mean, except if you really hit someone hard with that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Don't come into a conversation immediately venting all your problems, being incredibly vulnerable with it right off the bat.
I mean, you can't do that. That's what we do on Heal the Deal. It's fine. I guess that there's a place and time to feel comfortable doing that.
Don't do it on a first date. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's not
I loved
good.
you on the first date.
It's not good. Don't do it. I've learned.
Yeah, you kind of want to keep the mystery going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, perhaps I could have a show for dating advice, because this girl knows a lot.
You can be a guest on Agony Ant Orphan's Non-Fungible Pain Corner, sponsored by MetaMan.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes, I want that. I mean, I'm an old lady already, so I fit the theme.
Well, I mean,
it's
I'm
fine.
not gonna say that. I don't think that's true.
I'm 26. It's almost over.
26 isn't almost over. I'm 85. Do I look like I'm almost over? I look stunning.
You look stunning because you have a good skincare routine. I can tell.
I'll say it till the day I die. They don't call me the Fabio of NFTs for nothing. It's an earned title, and I'm very proud of it.
Love it. But yeah, to just finishing on that piece, love it. Just love the detail of the wood sword. That's the thing I really love about that. And yeah, really unique. I feel like it works with the theme. So congrats on that. Who made that already? I didn't catch the name.
Sane Genre.
Okay, great, amazing. Anyways, I'll go through the Thunderdome submissions, and I will make sure to follow everyone. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Sure, everyone would love that. I think this piece is great, Sane. I think it's nice and simple. It's illustrative. I think it works very well. It's kind of got a children's book aesthetic to it, but I love the shape of the wolf. The wolf for me is the most successful part, and the sword. I think that the Little Red Riding Hood could maybe use a little bit of work. The right half though is very very strong to me, but I think it's cool. I think it all flows together. So nice work.
Yeah, very true.
Next up,
It's
unless you had
Who's that?
unless you had something to say.
no. Who's the next one?
Next up is Xander. Okay, Xander is our residential abstract film artist. So let's see what we got.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Goodness.
I can't take it. I gotta turn it off, man. There's just too much dark.
Another Sword of Damocles.
We love Damocles.
Yeah, we do.
My boy.
I'm gonna read that story later. Actually,
Yeah, same.
I read
okay.
The Green Knight the other day, and that is like it's got me buzzing.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the rec.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to hit that.
I'm gonna replay this because I was talking through the whole thing.
Is this all stop motion?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like.
I can't take it. I gotta turn it off, man. There's
Love the
just too much
clouds.
dark.
A little bit of pareidolia going on.
Yeah. Looks like it's about saving the rainforest.
So it talks about vulnerable species.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can pinpoint. But also it's not. I'm trying to figure out how everything is mapped out. Because I know that so there's the clouds that go on top of the footage
Mhm.
of the stop motion. There's also the kind of GoPro researches. I'm interested about that because it's quite unique. It is really not like everything we've seen so far, and I appreciate that because I love a good medium and just mixed mediums piece in general. I can tell that there's a lot of efforts like with the the narrative and just the different sceneries, etc. But as we were mentioning, perhaps the center topic is like not clear enough because I was as we're kind of struggling to just see like if it's about species or just about humans or but humans are also species so it's kind of difficult but maybe it's also just the intention behind the piece, right? Perhaps it's just about making you think about vulnerability into um humanity in general, you know, and on earth and into the universe, I guess, whether you're like I don't know, maybe human or a dog or I don't know. Well, dog aren't vulnerable species, I guess, but
Could be.
it's just there's a lot of there's a lot happening. But I love the fact that it's abstract. I love the fact that it raises question. But if you want to do that, I would just advise to perhaps make the message a bit more clearer, so it kind of stands out and speaks for itself without you having to explain things too much in depth, in my opinion. But the execution is great. Lots of different mediums, different cameras, different techniques. I mean, there's a lot of potential. I could definitely see that kind of thing evolving in the future and having a distinct style into perhaps the NFT community or something. Maybe if maybe if the footages are a bit more refined in terms of colors or there's a bit more grain, make it a bit more cinematic in a way, I guess. But the intention is really great.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I think that there's a fine line, Xander, between, and I have a little bit of a context to put this in because I've seen weeks and weeks of Xander's art. I think that some of your other pieces were more successful because they had a bit more narrative to them. Not explicit, but there was more of a story flow. This one felt like two parts to me. It felt like looking at the Book of Vulnerable Species with the frog, and then it felt like a second part where the sword was just over the mannequin, which probably represents humans or whatever. And those felt kind of separate to me, and I can see how to put them together, but them being just two separate parts so clear, and then the rest of it being the outro where it's just looking at the sky. I think there's probably just a better way to flow that. But I love, again, always that you're experimenting with film. It's refreshing to always know that we're going to see a Xander piece in here where it's like everyone else is doing illustration, which is great. But then Xander comes in with a stop motion abstract animation. It's like, wow, like what? I gotta figure this out now.
And I know Xander said that it was kind of there was a lot of time constraint, and I can clearly see why, because like if you uses so many mediums all at the same time, that's like that takes a lot of time. Just doing a stop motion could take like 1 day or something, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So overall, that's a really, really great effort in my opinion, and I'm eager to see more of that. Because I'm just really curious to know how it's going to evolve, because as I was saying, I love layers, and I love when people just show how many layers are into their art and into their styles, and how like it's a blend of all of the things you've learned throughout your journey into life, and just like how you mix them together. That's what really interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Got a unique concoction, a witch's brew of art. Also, great job, Xander. We always like having you around here, so thank you for submitting.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Next up, Domingo. Hey guys, this is my take for vulnerability. Got me thinking and reflecting a lot on this one. Also, little time. That's fair. Let's pop this up.
Yeah.
Domingo, is this the same cloud background as you used for Steffi's contest?
So it's animated, right?
Yeah. It's flipping up and upside down. The V card. Well, that's kind of suggestive.
I don't know if I can hear you.
My mic or there's no sound on the video. Can you hear my mic?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh my god, guys, abort. Abort. Let's figure this out.
No sound.
Let's figure this out. No sound for me? You guys can hear me, right? Why can't we hear each other? Let's try this. Let's try and just restart it. How about that?
Oh, you can hear both of us.
Ha! Nuked. Let's try this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can. Okay, so I don't know what.
Okay. I can hear you.
It's fine.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so I just had to reset real quick. Let me put the.
It's fine.
We got it. I got to put relink the camera.
I can.
I mean, I need to link the camera. We're good.
I can.
Okay, good to go.
Okay, it's fine. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. Cool. Where were we? Great job, Xander. Next up, we have Domingo. We were on Domingo. Okay. I was asking Domingo if this was the same background asset. What do you think, Maalavidaa?
Don't know what's keeps happening.
Oh no, it's gone again. I can't hear you now. Try disconnecting. If you can hear me, try
Yes, please.
try disconnecting the call and then reconnecting. Cause something wacky's going on. There's madness afoot. There's wackiness going afoot. Let me type this to her just so.
So the background, I think.
We can't hear each other though. I can hear you now. Can you hear me? No. Don't worry, guys. I'm on the case. We'll figure this out. We're gonna restart the call.
Hello.
I'm on the case. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Let's do that, I guess.
What?
Is it working?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm cautious. I'm incredulous.
I'm so sorry, my God. I am the worst. This bitch has internet issues.
It's okay. Blame Canada.
I'm
like
so
that
sorry.
South Park song.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Back into it. Domingo. What do you think of Domingo's piece?
So I think I'm trying to understand the message here, because I feel like the cards are always a good idea, in my opinion. I love cards. But I see the valet has a sword, of course, and then it's like kind of there's a kind of a duality thing happening, where there's one is like it's more aggressive, I guess, in a way, aggressive, and the other is more chill. So I love the fact that there's this upside down duality moment happening. Not sure about the background. I just wanted I'm just trying to figure out why the background are clouds, etc. But I mean, it could be more refined in terms of just execution, because I love the concept of the card, but I feel like what's just bothering me a bit is the execution, and the quality of the animation and the edges of the card as well. Perhaps it needs more dimension, but the message is here, and overall I feel like it could be the base of a more elaborated version, Perhaps the card could also, instead of just like going like up and down, perhaps it could just like turn around itself, like you could see the back of the card as well.
That's what I was thinking. I think that, exactly to your point, I think the clouds doesn't make sense. I think the top and left, there's that black bar, and I don't know why that's there. And I think that if it was on a plane, like on a table, and it was rotating on its corner, like it was like a top kind of spinning around left to right, I think that would be awesome. I do also understand that that's more time, so it's probably just one of those things that's time sensitive, but that's what really would take this piece to the next level, because I think the card art itself is great.
I think it's great. It's just that the fact that sometimes you're also limited in terms of software knowledge, I guess. I can attest myself of that, because I have basically not a lot of 3D software knowledge as well. But there's a lot of ways to do that, even with 2D software basis, such as like After Effects, etc. You can achieve some sort of movements there for 2D pieces like that, and perhaps that's something to look for. You can also add a little bit of shadows with just like basic layers on top of layers, on the sides, maybe having some much more of a blurred effect, and just as you mentioned, like having a different background for some sort of perspective, I guess. But I kind of want to see more of that, and I kind of want to push Domingo to perhaps push the concept further. If you like that, if you feel like you're interested about the idea, because I want to see how we could improve that artwork and see where it goes, because obviously the duality effect of the card, I really love that, and I'm a sucker for everything that has double-faced things. So I'm interested to see more.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. I think it's on its way, and so great job, Domingo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next up, we've got Argo. Argonauta. Ban me. If this piece isn't good, we're gonna ban you again, Argo. I don't know if you're in chat.
What?
Argo consistently gets banned because he sometimes asks to be banned and sometimes just gets hated on for no reason.
Oh, he loves the pain.
Yeah, but we love him, and we love to give him the pain that he loves.
It's fine.
Okay.
We love the pain.
So this one comes with a little poem. It says, "Death of two elephants." Let me figure this out. Death of two elephants. I'm safe with you. I'm safe with you. I'm safe. I'm scared.
Yes.
Why don't you talk to me? Why can't I feel your love anymore? I'm not strong enough to see you die, but I stay. I'm scared. I'm not strong enough. I'm not safe. And then it's two dead elephants.
Well, I've mentioned it before, but I love words. And I love everything that has a bit of a poetry aspect to it. And I feel like for this piece in general, it's really valuable. Again, I love those words because I feel like a lot of people can resonate with that, and it really serves the topic of the contest in general this week. And apart from that, the artwork itself, love it, because I just love illustration in general, and you can tell that Argonauta has like a really distinctive style in their way of just drawing. You could feel like it's like simplistic, but actually there's a lot of details, like in the elephants, in the background, in the texturing, and of course in the sword itself. Like the sword is amazing. Like the details, like the skull and the little ornaments, etc. I love it. Like I would definitely love to have like a close-up version of that particular spot of the artwork itself. And the I don't know, there's just something really, really dark about that, and the shadows on the background. It's just so dark. Yeah. I don't know. It reminds me of. I'm gonna say something pretty dumb, I guess, but it reminds me of the Lion King.
not Dumbo.
Well, it reminds me of Dumbo, but like it reminds me of also the Lion King and all of these movies, like these Disney movies where the father or the mother is killed, and like there's the tiny baby that is alone and up to themselves, and there's so many shadows lurking on their life, and it's really just difficult. And I feel like there's a kind of a childish vulnerability in there, but it's also a really strong and adult emotion to experience as well.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of just things to talk about in this piece actually, and it's intriguing because you could think that because it's like a simple illustration and the composition is really simple, it's just like a simple piece, but it's really not. And there's a lot to talk about. And honestly, I love the style. I love the composition. I love the colors. The like everything goes really well together, in my opinion.
I can't agree more. I think this for me is the front runner right now. I think like you're saying, the simplicity within, or the detail within the simplicity, that's incredibly hard to manage.
Mhm.
Plus the fact that he animated it, and the detail within, and the fact that the whole floor is red instead of just a puddle, and like the style is incredible. It's oozing with style on top of everything. And the poem, like it's the full package, right? It's got a poem,
Totally.
it's got a title, it's got details, simple, like it's emotional. It hits me for sure. Looking at I didn't realize at first that the baby elephant was looped, because I just saw the preview in the Discord. So crazy stuff. I think this one's fantastic.
No, I love it. It's a really distinctive style, and you can tell that they have their own style, and I love that. Like I love something that just really hits different but really personal at the same time.
Yep.
So honestly, I don't have a lot to say. I'm just really impressed.
Yep. Same here. Great job, Jerburger. Great Jerburger. Great job. Like, you ever watch Homestar Runner? Great job, Hamstring. It's like a middle school millennial reference. Next up, True Noir. I'll stop rambling. This piece is called A Flower is a Sword. Delicate and beautiful, it can live through the storm. It's a puncture in my spirit. It's a feeling in my soul. I'm vulnerable for your flowers, and a flower is a sword.
Oh my god, I love this piece of poetry. It's just it's beautifully written.
Yeah.
And I'm familiar with the True Noir style. Really love what they do. And I can tell that they stepped out a bit of their, not comfort zone, but like their usual references with the constraint of just having the sword, etc. And it is so beautiful. Like I absolutely love it. Love the colors, love the composition, love the message, love the softness of it all. It's so soft.
Yeah. But it has such a strong form to it at the same time. It's got that
totally.
mix that's so hard to get.
The glow, the everything's really well put together, and like you can tell that the elements are just really in sync with everything that's going around in the scene. The hands are beautifully done as well, which is a difficult thing to do. Like I always feel like drawing hands is so tricky. Like there's nothing right about that part of the body. Like it doesn't work really well. I don't know.
Particularly this backhand looks real. It looks incredibly well rendered.
It's beautiful. The water, I love the water. Perhaps I would have added. Okay, just let me just double check before I say something I would regret. But the only thing I would have added a bit more, but it's like my personal favorite. What's the word?
Favorite?
My personal preference. Exactly. Sorry. Would have been to perhaps add a little more noise on the overall composition, because I feel like noise really gives an interesting look to gradients. in general.
Yeah.
But I can tell there's already a bit of noise, and it's really nice. And I was actually unsure about the water being blurry, but I think it's kind of nice that it's blurry, because otherwise it would be perhaps distracting from the rest of the scene.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm just really impressed. That's like so good. I want that. Like,
Yeah.
I would definitely buy that for my collection.
Same. Yeah, I think that the blurry water for me looks awesome. It does need a little bit of detail to help around the hands, because you go from complete sharp focus around the wrists to just complete blur, and that's fine. It just needs a little bit of a transition there, but not a huge deal. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
and
no.
to your point, True Noir usually does just purple and red.
Yes.
But
Yes, I know.
the past week, True Noir started to add a little bit of green in there, and there's been boundary pushing,
Yes.
and so True Noir, we can see where you're going, and I'm loving the color. I'm loving the extra color you're putting in.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. I'm so happy that you went that way.
Keep it up.
It's really unusual for you, I guess. But it works so great, and the fact that the composition is like blue, etc., it just gives me another perspective about your work in general, and I am so eager to see what you could do into that similar style.
Yeah.
Because everything's so refined, like the glow, the lights, the everything. Love it. Love this.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Sorry, I'm gonna tweet out to get more people in here, but I'm on the art screen right now.
Oh, okay.
So let me flip to us, and then I'll tweet out just another refresher tweet. But yeah, True Noir, an incredible job. And again, I love seeing you push the boundaries. Because here's the thing, it really makes your color palette hasn't changed much, but the pops of different colors, the green specifically and the yellow specifically, really bring a lot of contrast that just isn't there when you're doing a duotone palette. I think that used wisely, that could be a really valuable tool in your arsenal. And I think people are loving it. I think people are seeing how well that works out when you decide to venture
Yeah.
off in there.
Totally. Wow.
Wow.
We have so many amazing pieces and people in there. I'm just really happy.
It's crazy, right? It's just I don't know. It just boggles my mind every week. And now,
Yeah, I can tell why.
now even more. It's even crazier because we're starting to see, as a community, seeing these same people enter week after week. We're starting to see some interesting progress in their work. And it's just from chat saying things, from us saying things, from the people that they're guest judges like you. I think it's really helping people, and so I'm excited.
Yeah, art feedback is really useful at any stages of your career, in my opinion. Like even great artists that have been doing this for years and years need some feedback, and I can tell because, like, for example, in our group of friends on Discord, we just always ask for everyone's opinion and just feedback and on composition, etc., because there's always so much that you can improve, and also having a set of fresh eyes onto your work is always a good thing to have, because you know how it is, like we just get caught up into our own pieces and on our own art in general, so sometimes it's just nice to have that outside perspective.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. And it's good to entice people in with guest judges and prizes, because it's not something that you would that most people would willingly sign up for. And that's another thing that I really value about everyone participating, is they're putting themselves, I mean, talk about vulnerability, they're putting themselves out here to be judged on stream on purpose. Like that takes a lot, and that takes a real dedication to getting better and loving your art. So
yes, definitely. Like I don't know if I would do that myself, to be honest. Like I would be I would be way too uncomfortable, because I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's difficult for me to have like the for my work to be the center of the attention,
Mm.
which is weird because that's my job. But sometimes it's just like I get really uncomfortable when just people start talking about my work in detail. I'm just like,
Yeah, I hate
it's
it.
just
I want to be really proud of my work, and I want to put it out for people to interact and see and like appreciate, but I don't want to be there while it's happening. I want to be like outside and people will be like, "Oh man, that was really great. I really enjoyed that." But I don't want to be in there while people are talking about it. It sounds terrible.
it takes a lot of honestly a lot of courage to just be able to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Which is something we do every single day. And we do not give ourselves a lot of credit for that because it's showing your vulnerable side.
Mhm.
And I've been talking about that for a couple of months already, but I also wrote an article about the fact that artists are the vulnerable side of crypto art. It's like it's something that's not pragmatic. It's something we are something that's not pragmatic, not predictable, not statistic, I guess. There's
We're the
a lot
G-spot.
of things.
We're impossible.
Sorry?
We're the G-spot. We're the sensitive
Yeah,
underbelly
right.
of the art of the crypto world. We can't you
Yeah,
can't
right, and
find
that's
us. You
why
can't
also
peg us, and we're here, but we're the best part.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes the thing more real, I guess. And it's also about the fact that, a lot of people have been feeling really bad when anyone attacks you for doing NFTs or
Did we lose you again? No. Canada! Canada!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm coming to. Well, I'm self-defense. I don't know. I'm gonna do something to Canada, but not actually. I'm gonna not actually do anything to Canada. Because your internet sucks. I won't do it.
oh, I fucking hell.
Hey, we got you back.
Cry talking about something.
Oh my god. Did you get teleported?
My Discord is like, hell to the no, you're not talking about that. You stop talking, girl. So I
Stop
took the
talking.
chance and stood up actually to just talk to you while I'm standing up because sitting on a chair for too long is not good, kids.
We've been going. Let's get back into the art. But I agree with you. Just to sum everything up, wrap everything up. I think that artists are
Yes.
incredibly sensitive, and in such a nerdy Poindexter analytical. I need to put this much percent in my API yield of pineapple. Yes. We need artists to come in and draw memes about it and sell their art and express their feelings because Goltra had a really good article that I read on the news one time. I'll try and find it and send it to you, but it was basically all these crypto nerds need the artists to break into mainstream acceptance because they don't have the cultural language. They don't have the means to communicate in the culture that the artists do. The artists are kind of the conduit between the real world and the new breaking technology. So pretty interesting
Yeah, that's
viewpoint.
absolutely true.
Really true though, right?
And I feel like we get hurt a lot about a lot of things in the community in general, and that's totally fair. But that's what makes the world go round, I guess, because otherwise it would just be like robots and tech bros and
I don't want to live in a world without artists. I can tell you that much.
Me neither.
I'd have to learn how to do accounting or something. I don't know what I would do.
I don't know.
Probably nothing good.
I would just honestly, I will go back to horse riding, I guess.
Riding?
What?
You could write some textbooks because there's no art, so there's
No, no.
there's not even like poetry or anything. You just have to write a textbook.
No, horse riding.
Oh, I
not
thought you said
horse
horse riding, and I'm like, okay, well,
The girl just writes
That's
about horses,
yeah,
and
it's
she's
just-
just like, I love horses every single day,
Yeah.
on Monday, on Tuesday, and I love horses when they are brown and beige.
yeah, Maalavida's just super into horses. I mean, that's fine. Whatever floats your boat, but seems like you'd run out of topics. Hey, if you've never read Black Beauty, that's a read. That's a good one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just write Black Beauty over and over again. Just transcribe it or something.
Okay, I will. I'm just trying to take notes of everything that I have to do after the stream, because like I have a lot of homeworks to do now.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're this stream is primarily to get people to make art under crunch time, and to give people who are judging the contest extra work to do when they get off. And you know, but we try and wrap it in fun. We try and make it, you know, I'm the cool teacher. I'm the substitute teacher.
You are.
Hey,
You definitely are.
you guys mind if I go smoke some weed in my car while you guys draw these perspective buildings in your art class?
Bruh, let's go.
Yeah. Not that I smoke weed,
That's,
but I would be
I
that
miss
guy.
those times.
I would be tempted to smoke weed if I was a substitute teacher, just so I could be the cool weed smoking sub.
Oh, fuck yes, me too. I wanted
Yeah.
to be a teacher, by the way,
Really?
when I graduated from graphic design school with my master degree and thesis, etc. I really had in mind of just becoming like a graphic design teacher, but I just thought that I would give it like 1 year or two, but then like art happened, and now I'm this. So I'm not a teacher.
It's awesome. It's better. You can. Here's my point of view. You can always be a teacher. You can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't always put your unique voice out in the world in a way that takes that much effort. You know, you can't always do that. So I think good on you for taking the opportunity where you've got it, because I don't know. I'd like to be a teacher at some point. I think it'd be fun to like have a little class of rascals and teach them how to do dumb shit, or like how to draw, or you know, that sounds fun.
Yes.
Just literally be the.
But I feel like a lot of us have been like kind of disappointed by teachers at some point in our lives, and then there's this need to just say like, you know, if I was a teacher, I would be a good teacher.
Right.
I would be passionate, and I would teach that passion to my students, and they would be entertained, and they would love my classes. And I don't know.
I think that I lucked out, and in high school I had a teacher named Mr. Clabby. He was the best teacher, and he was an absolute fucking goofball. He was, I mean, honestly, now that I look back on it, I think I'm replicating some similar things that he did in his class to what I'm trying to do on stream here, where he was first and foremost just ridiculous, but he wove in lots of lessons, and I learned the most that I've learned out of any art class in that class, all while having him be like my favorite teacher. He was incredible. So I know that not everyone has that, but I think that you can become that if you know what your real goal is, if you have your sights aimed correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
Back to the art.
Let's go. Who's next?
Who is this? I pulled it up, and then Resurrect? Resurrect, probably, yeah. Holy shit. Is there sound of this? Damn it, I wanted there to be sound. And it loops.
Oh, I love myself a good loop.
Wow.
Loop.
Here, let me wait. Am I zoomed out on the wrong? No. This
Let me
is
check
this
that.
is the full image. That's cool. That's a cool one.
Where?
I do like that it loops too.
Wow.
Look at the suns on the inside of these shields.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a cool one.
Sorry, I just keep doing noises like, wow.
That's what it's about. And the tattoos. This one's really sick. I did not see this one earlier.
Love
This is the first
it.
time I'm seeing it.
Really cinematic kind of work again,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Love a good loop. Like, if you manage to do a good loop, that's like already half of the work done, in my opinion. And beautiful composition, amazing, just, you know, emotion of just like being uplifted while being like hurt. So love that. So obviously love the background, love the spheres floating. Is that spheres?
I think they're shields. That's what I read them as.
Oh, okay, shields. Oh, that totally makes sense. Yes, it's shields. And okay, so there's so many things going on, because like there's shield, there's swords, the light, the glow, the particles, the tattoos. So a lot of details. And the message is really well put together, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's again this sense of dual emotions, like the pain, the uplifting, but also the protection.
Yeah.
With the shields everywhere around. And wow, I'm really, really impressed, to be honest. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I wasn't either.
And
it's great.
you guys are so great at art. Why you do this?
Yeah, this one's crazy. I think that the one nitpick I've got is the animation. When the arms come in and out, they're kind of jerky, like right around here. They jerk. They like stair step up.
There's a bit of like a frame freeze or something.
Yeah. It looks like there's like not enough keyframes or something. I don't know. I don't know how 3D animation works, but there's something a little bit not. It's just not as smooth as it could be. And
okay.
It wouldn't be too big a deal except for the everything else is so smooth. The particles, the shields, the spinning, the way the camera moves, all that's so smooth. So
the garment is really great.
Yeah. So that's the one thing.
I love that the skirt is like see-through, so you can actually tell where her legs are, which is important when there's like a long garment like that. You kind of want to still see the shape of the human being to just really make the composition more coherent in a way. And I feel like that's well executed. Perhaps the hair, I would have perhaps had more movements in the hair, but the hair are really well done, in my opinion. I know that hairs are really difficult to do. So actually, I'm not mad. No, it's really great. I love it.
I can't stop watching it. Like I usually don't play over and over the art. Usually there's a certain point where I get done and I'm like, oh, okay, that's, I get it. I understand it. But I've just been sitting here replaying it over and over and like looking at it. I'm kind of entrancing. So great job, Resurrect. Crazy.
It does the job pretty well.
It does the job. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. Next up, Mixture Proximity, aka Proxy with Lost.
Proxy. Let's go Proxy.
Proxy. Big Proxy. Go.
Wow. Oh my
nice.
god. No, but, sorry, I lost my English for a moment because I was like, non mais putain, c'est trop beau. I was just like, fuck, it's too beautiful. Like, everything's too beautiful. Like, everyone's so talented.
Yeah.
I just...
This looks finished and polished, which is the first thing that I notice is a lot of times these entries, because of the short time frame, they've got something that isn't all the way cohesive, like it isn't all the way there, and this looks like a finished, mintable piece to me.
It's finished, and it is the emotion is beautiful because like the acceptance feeling that you get from the piece itself is really striking for me. The fact that you can see that the character is like really struggling, but he's accepting what's happening.
Mhm.
He's embracing it, and I love that because that's how vulnerability works, and that's beautiful. I love it. Like, I love the meaning of that, and of course the execution is unbelievable. Like, I can't even tell if like the character is like it looks like a picture, it looks like a movie, looks like I don't know, it could be like a Game of Thrones thing. I don't know. It's really the color choice is really interesting as well. The paleness of the scene as something ethereal and brings something that is more soothing for the soul. Even though the context of the scene is like really dark, you know. I love the combination. I am so impressed. Oh my god.
Yeah, this one's crazy good. It's always a home run to me when I look at something and I get that emotion. A lot of times it's so hard to convey that, and this one to me makes me think all sorts of thoughts. It puts me into a story. It makes me start trying to think about what's going on here. Why is because I think about this in terms of a story. This kid is the hero, and this is either a call to action or it's a like climax of his journey, but he's like accepted. This is because to me it looks like he's been hit with a sword, but he's not resigned. He's not given up. He looks like he looks calm, very calm and like determined. And so like someone, like maybe an angel came and gave him this sword that's like, or because his purpose isn't done, or like that's all these things is where my mind goes. It starts making me build a story, and that's a great piece of art in my book.
Yes, absolutely. Love the story, love the narrative. Again, obviously it's difficult to have to convey a narrative depending on your style, etc. So obviously when things are a bit more figurative, it's easier, I guess, to just convey a really imaginative storyline and just like make people think about what happened. But it's manageable in every single way, and I feel like it's so important because, as you mentioned, like we can see what happened, we can imagine what happened before and what is coming when it's coming after this scene, and it is incredible. I just how are we going to be able to choose from all of these people?
It's literally impossible. Last week with Kid 8, he couldn't decide, and so we played marbles, and whoever won marbles won the contest. And I'm not suggesting that we do that, but that's the type of pressure that we're under right now.
I really hate choosing because I'm really bad at doing choices in general in life, but I have to, but it's really difficult. Yeah. And also because whenever I have to choose people in general, I just have so much empathy that I don't want people to be upset. I don't want them to feel bad about their work or their art, or I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable or for them to compare themselves, etc. So I feel like it's really difficult.
But they love it. They love it. Chat.
I know.
Go fuck yourselves. Your art's terrible. Get out of here. We don't like you. And I speak for Maalavidaa on this. We don't like you.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess. I love you guys. So I love a lot of people. That's the problem. I really tend to love a lot of people when I really shouldn't. But
no, it's funny because it's clearly the opposite of what you think. You're so kind.
Mala, that's so rude. I didn't think.
How dare you? How did you say that?
Say it for me.
Oh, next up we've got Ryan.
Okay, Ryan.
And this is an interactive piece on Hen where you can drag it around.
I'm in there. Ooh.
I think it's cool, Ryan. I think that the way that the balloons snap back is kind of abnormal.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely fulfilling my shiny materials fantasy.
Yeah.
I love it.
The materials are awesome.
And yeah, and I know it's difficult because when you want to do something interactive, there's not a lot of possibilities when it comes to backgrounds, all of those artifacts.
Mhm.
But when taking this into consideration, this piece in particular is really well executed in my opinion, because it's simple, but there's different materials, different actions. It's kind of entertaining as well on the long run. As you can see, Orphan is really enjoying playing with that, and it's been already a minute, which is a good sign.
Yep.
I guess, because with something interactive, you kind of want to get people going for longer than like 10 to or 50 sec or 10 or 20 seconds. So I feel like this does the job pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's really well executed. I mean, I'm really bad at those things, but I feel like it's pretty smooth. The interaction with the balloons, I mean, perhaps they could be a bit more different depending on the balloons for the direction or something, but overall I feel like that's really interesting. And in terms of the topic and the theme in general, well, it's interesting. I mean, there's a sword, it's fine, and there's the balloons that protects the sword as well, so I guess it matches the theme. What do you think? I'm curious to know, because I have a hard time deciding.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think that there's when the animation loops, there's some weird glitches with the balloons that kind of throw me off.
Okay.
And I think that they should be more bouncy. But as far as the concept goes, the sword and the balloons, I think that's interesting. I think that there's some room for massaging. There's not really, I mean, I was playing around with it so much because there's not really a great angle to just sit on, because the balloons are so close together. So it could be something where instead of the sword being at the bottom just spinning, what if it was hanging on what if it was a bit more precarious? It was hanging on a rope, and the rope was going around and like almost touching the balloons. Or you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, like a pendulum.
Yeah, I think you could play with some tension here a little bit more than it just hitting the balloons round and round and round. I think there's a few different ways you could go around that.
Could also be more random.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's achievable though, because I'm not a professional, guys, but perhaps that having that sense of randomness about the movement could also help and build a bit of tension, But I see a lot of people are telling that this piece stresses them out.
It is stressful.
Because they want to pop the balloons, which is understandable, to be honest.
I think that's the point. The caption says, "Will the balloon ever pop?" So I think part of the point is the vulnerability of the balloons themselves. But
yes, so the material, it's more about the physical action of being vulnerable, which is an interesting take, actually, because we talked a lot about vulnerability inside, but there's a lot of vulnerability outside, and I feel like also we've seen that with the abstract stop motion movie, mentioning vulnerability in species, etc. So I love the fact that it's a different take on vulnerability. I'm curious to know if Ryan could perhaps do like several versions of that. That would be interesting to see.
It'd be a great series. It's like that guy. There's a guy who pops balloons with knives on Instagram and stuff. But he does it with like contraptions and stuff. You've seen that, right?
Yeah. It's more of a performance kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I think there's some room to explore there, the like tenuous nature of that. But
love it.
Yeah, great job, Ryan. Thank you. And
Yay!
last but not least, we have Sempi. Sempi, the one and only Abstract Buddies creator. Bingo.
Yay, Abstract Buddies.
Yeah. Do you know Abstract Buddies? It's like a collectible series.
That?
It's a collectible series that Sempi does. They're pretty cute. They're awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's actually something.
Yeah,
That's actually
Sempi,
a thing.
link it in chat if you've got the link to your OpenSea. They're fun.
Yes, please.
They're fun.
I mean, abstract buddies. That sounds like right up my alley.
Yeah. 100%. So this is
Why do I bother like buying cool cats when I could just like buy like abstract buddies?
exactly. That's what we've been trying to tell people for ages. I got the first one way back in the day, and so I love the abstract buddies.
Yay, abstract buddies.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Sempi.
And Sempi is as wholesome as they come. We did an abstract art stream. Was that this Tuesday or was that last week? My days get so messed up, but we did it.
It's fine.
We did an abstract art sometime. Oh, it was last week. We did it last week, and it was a blast. So
Nice.
I'm seeing in this piece how you went about it a little bit, Sempi. It's cool. What do you think?
I love it. It kind of reminds me of actually true noir kind of a color scheme with the gradients, etc. But I love the fact that all of the things here are made out of abstract elements, kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be seen as in the same way where when people paint something like abstract and they start painting more figurative things on top, or like illustrating figurative things on top, such as like flowers, etc. I feel like that's an interesting layering action going on, and I feel like that's the feeling I have with that. Also, I'm not sure, can you please enlighten me on that, but it looks like it's a owl. Is it an owl?
Oh, an owl.
Oh, sorry. The French accent, the owl.
Yeah.
I mean, what is she saying?
What's the French word
an
for
owl?
it? What's the French word for an owl?
Like a chouette.
Okay.
Oh, the chouette is the female version, and the hibou is the guy version.
That's sick. I like that. That's much better than owl. Owl is such a mouthful. It's such a weird noise to make.
Ow.
It does look
It's
like an
owl.
owl to me. It looks like a snow owl.
Yeah. So Sempi says it's an owl. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it's not like a baby angel or something, and I get it wrong.
It has very angelic vibes. It's like the
isn't it?
A forest spirit kind of vibe to me.
It really looks like a kind of a dream, what I get from this piece is really a dream, kind of ethereal dream version of like vulnerability. Kind of reminds me of when you close your eyes and you see shapes forming behind your eyes, and just all of those things appearing. I feel like this gives me that kind of vibe. But mixed with space, and I love that because I love space, because you could it's like there's like almost planets in the background, and it really kind of have that angelic sort of vibe, which is interesting. I love the execution. What I would suggest, as I was mentioning before with gradients, perhaps adding a bit more noise, so there's a bit more textures, and the gradients are a bit more blurry and blended together.
Yeah.
If this is something you're interested about, of course.
Because the texture in the background looks really good where it shines through, and so I would love some of that same on the white, mostly the same texture.
Yes, perhaps there's a bit too much white, but I know the piece would need that kind of contrast, so for the foreground elements to just stand out. But I'm just wondering if we could perhaps improve the white, or just the dots of the background to be perhaps a bit more large, so there would be a little less space in between the dots and the characters, etc. I'm just thinking ways to just improve the composition a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think the composition of the background is the key here. I think that if you changed up the sizes of the brushes you're using for these circles, that could add
Yes.
a lot of visual interest back there. And the same goes
Mm-hmm.
for the outline of the characters. The composition of the characters themselves is really nice. It reminds me a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the Annunciation, the old paintings that Renaissance painters
Yes.
used to do when Mary is getting told
Yes,
that
indeed,
she's
yes.
pregnant. It's very similar to that, but almost like a pagan Annunciation, because the stars, it has a very kind of tarot card and the owl instead of the angel. So there's a lot of
Yeah,
great
that's true, actually, yes.
yeah, there's a lot of great and interesting stuff here going on, Sempi. I think just some of the breaking up the monotony in your brushstrokes, I think, is going to be key for you.
Not sure if you did that like on Procreate or Photoshop or something.
Pretty sure it was Photoshop. That's what we were working in the other day, at least.
Okay, I guess. Well, perhaps like having, because sometimes it's difficult to just work with brushes on Photoshop, etc. So I don't know if you have like a pencil or a tablet or something, but sometimes it makes it easier to change the width of the pencil. So I don't know. Just try perhaps and refine the details. I always think about that because that's an advice someone gave me when I was a student as a graphic designer in general, and I feel like when you have a style and you're kind of getting comfortable into a style or an aesthetic that is yours, etc., you kind of always want to look for the details. People say like the devil is in the details, and it's actually really interesting because sometimes you can have the composition right, etc., but you will see that there's a lot to improve when you zoom in on things, when you take the time to just add tiny touches here and there that makes a lot of difference into an artwork itself. And I do that for my pieces as well. And I know it doesn't look like, because my pieces, you would just think that they're just like poured like that and then voila, bye bye, colors and boom.
I've zoomed
But
into
I
your
actually
pieces. I see how much goes into it. Your little light flares and all the different
Yeah, but even with the light flare, like the light flares and the texture, etc., is interesting. I feel like it's needed, but for example, I take a lot of time to just rework all of the contrast with the digital pencil, and I rework all of the digital the contrast on certain parts of the pieces, so there's like more black here, more color there, and I really zoom into the artwork, and then zoom back and zoom in to just really see how it affects the composition, and it does a lot. And some people will say that it's just like being a little bit too extra, but it actually makes a difference.
I don't think so.
I know.
So I've always wondered this. Do you start from a photograph? Do you do your own liquid photography, or how do you start your process?
Yes, I do. So I know it's weird because a lot of people aren't familiar with what I do or the process itself, but it's really simple actually. And I actually work with a lot of tangible mediums at first as a base, and then comes my favorite part of the process, which is the post-production.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would be a painter, like a traditional painter, but that's not my goal. I hate that. Like the painting itself, I really do not bother about paintings or inks or liquids or photographs. I just take random things that looks abstract and then just destroy the shit out of it after.
That's awesome.
So that's my goal.
So it's so your base photos are not always liquid, like marbly liquid. Sometimes there are other objects that you manipulate.
Sometimes it can be close-ups. So most times they're just like chemical reaction on my sink. Like for example, the other day I just made a custom oil. That's difficult to say. Oil spill in my sink, for example, with like it happened like that. I had a greasy pan and I just made something.
Yeah.
Then I took the camera, took a photo, and just enhanced the photographs like a lot, because like if you look at the base photograph, they're just like really disgusting. Like
Right.
there's no color, there's no everything. Like, and if I paint something, I will not add colors at all because I don't care about the colors of physical stuff. I just love the colors of like what I do as a digital
want the
artist. That's my
neons.
goal.
You want
Yeah.
the bright stuff.
There's nothing that can compare to RGB, you know? Nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I feel that whenever I am forced to design something for print, and I have to click that god-awful CMYK button on Illustrator or Photoshop, it's like, it just hurts. Like, oh, hey, just use the duller half of the colors.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's right. I mean, I used to work as most of my career as a graphic designer has been as a print graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love working in CMYK and just figuring out a way to just take the most out of colors into CMYK. That's like one of my favorite things to do. It's a big challenge, but I really love it. I just love doing printed objects and stuff. But also I love the fact that with digital art I don't have to think about that and I just can sell my pieces just as is, and then there's no client saying like, oh, but if we purchase that the colors aren't going to be the same, etc. And I'm just like, yeah. I knows.
True.
Been there. I done that. I knows.
Oh, that's awesome.
So anyways.
Yeah. Well, we did it. And now the tough part.
Yay!
Alicia, we have to decide the top 3. It's not time to dance yet. This is the pain. We got to decide. Who's the top 3?
I mean, my life is just pain all the way through. What are you talking
I
about?
wish I
I'm
had
used
a
to
pain
it.
cam for other people. A pain cam for guests.
I don't want to hurt anyone. Okay, shall we do like perhaps a top 3 first?
Top 3?
Yeah,
Well,
I guess.
Well, just give me a rambling. Which ones do you like just off the top of your head? Which ones looking back stuck out to you?
Oh, I love them all, but I'm just so torn. But you know, I've been really struck by the emotion and everything that happened into Proxy artwork. It's
Proxy, yeah.
I know there's just so much quality out there. Everyone has given so much talent and work into such a teeny tiny time frame, and I'm so grateful. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm chasing for the emotion, because that's personally what I like to seek for into artworks, because that's what I do. So it's a bit of a subjective point of view here. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. And Proxy piece is just like it hits all the boxes, you know.
It does. 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a top 5 in my mind, and Proxy is in there for sure. I want to hear another couple of your thoughts though. What else do you think deserves to be up here?
Proxy, love it. Also, as a really different vibe, True Noir hits the spot with the colors, the composition, everything. I love it. Extra bonus points for the for the little poetry moment. Love it. Of course, we have our beloved Watcher, of course, because incredible.
Actually crazy.
Yeah, I just there's so many things. I really love RZA. Sorry, it's difficult to pronounce. Urzirat. I cannot. Sorry.
Resurrect, I think is what we landed on.
Sorry.
It's all right. I had trouble with it too. It's tough.
Resurrect. I love Resurrect's piece, and it's really beautiful, amazing details. Overall, they just like, I love the illustrations as well from Argonauta. It's difficult, but I guess I just gotta go with my heart.
Those were my 5.
But hey, I can.
Before you decide, like those were my 5. So I had Watcher, Argo, True Noir, Resurrect, and Proxy. That's for me. That's the clear.
Okay.
Those are the clear winners.
So we're kind of on the same track.
Yeah. So now we gotta say who's better than the next person. Who's best? What does your gut say? You were starting to go somewhere. I think you have a feeling on what your number 1 is.
I don't know. The fact is that my heart really swings in between those two pieces, like from True Noir and from Proxy,
Mm-hmm.
because they're really different in terms of style,
Yeah.
But somehow, I don't know, they really go well together as well. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. What should I do?
So between those two, first, chat. I want to hear what you say, chat. Maybe this will help sway you a little bit.
Yes, please. Because I feel like everyone's going to be mad at me and being like, but the other videos are so much better, and like the cinematic version of like Watcher is insane and blah blah blah.
Drop a 1 in chat for Proxy, a 2 in chat for True Noir.
Okay.
1 for Proxy, 2 for True Noir.
And I'm I just cannot do this. And at the end of the day, I'll just send like prizes to everyone.
that ends up happening pretty often. And everyone gets a medal, and first and second get Tez as well. So it's gonna no losers here today, except for the people who didn't make the top 3. You guys suck, and you're all
everyone's like 1,
losers.
2, 1. Fuck, that's not an answer.
Seeing lots of 1s so far. And that's where I was leaning to. I think that Proxy just nailed it.
He hit that spot.
I think that Argo nailed it too, though. But it's not as I don't know. And Argo's was animated. Like, I don't know. This is the hardest part. It's like you look at one and then you're like, no, second guess. I think that's that one. Because Watchers was crazy too.
Like beautifully animated as well. There's just like so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just.
But I want to go with your gut, because I think that Proxy nailed it. I think that's a powerful piece.
Yes, I think I gotta go with Proxy as top 1 winner.
Proxy number 1. We got
that
it. I'm playing
it's
the
also
applause
because it's
clip.
like a discovery for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't familiar with Proxy's work, and seeing that artwork and just like hit me in the face just like that when I just don't know this person, and just like it's really powerful in my opinion, and I wanna celebrate that aspect as well.
Proxy is a gem. I don't know if Proxy's around in your Discord very much, but in the Orphanage and in the Watchers Discord, Proxy's like a staple. So glad to see Proxy come out on top, because honestly the art deserves it. That's a wild piece. But we also need to decide second and third. Do you have any?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have any guts on that? Is True Noir your gut shot second then?
Yes.
There you go.
Love True Noir.
True Noir, second place. Easy.
True Noir made such an incredible job.
Easy
So
clap in chat.
So proud of the way he stepped out of his comfort zone, of the sweetness and the gentleness behind the piece and just everything. So really just so proud of you. I love your work, and it's a pleasure to see that from you. Like I love it. And anyways, I'll just send it like something to all the top 3 anyways.
Okay.
You all get like second place and third place will also get like a Heal the Deal pin just for the sass.
Nice.
I guess.
Love it. Just like the one I'm rocking right here.
Exactly.
Just like this one. You don't get
Should
a.
I send you the gold one as well?
Did you send me the gold one? Is there,
You have the silver one?
is there a gold one? Yeah, this is the silver one.
Okay. Well, maybe I should send you the gold one as well because you're gold, baby.
Ooh, yes, please. I'll take it.
Send me one for a sub,
Yeah,
Maalavidaa.
you sent Jake one for subbing 41 gift subs today. That's crazy.
I mean,
Okay.
you kind of deserve it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you something. I'll send you a dead cat.
I'll send. Okay, let's do something. I'll send a form.
Okay.
Like a Google form or something, and you can just send your infos, and I'll just send pins to everyone.
Just random stuff. Yeah, yeah. Just everyone gets a pin. All
You
right.
get a pin,
You-
and you get a pin,
get a pin.
and you get a pin.
All right. Maalavidaa, we're getting delirious here. You need food. I need food. And so what's third? What's third for you?
Sorry. Okay, third. Yeah, I mean, I gotta give Watcher the credit where it's due because we all were kind of shook when the piece came out, and I feel like that's deserved. Even though I really love I feel like the emotion on
Alicia, hold
Argonauta
Sorry.
artwork is.
Hold on. I've got to fight.
Sorry, what?
I've got to fight the fucking crows.
Oh, the crowd!
They always pick the worst time. They always pick the goddamn worst time to attack. It's usually when I'm transitioning scenes, so it ruins OBS.
Oh no!
I'm gonna get you, Lukovic. Not cool, bro. Okay,
Oops.
what were you saying before the crows so rudely interrupted you?
Yeah, I was saying maybe. So I think the emotion in Argo piece is more powerful, in my opinion. Like it's more obvious in a way.
Yeah.
But of course, I gotta give credit to Watcher for its execution and the absolute perfection of like the scenery and the cinematic aesthetic
Yeah.
and vibe that is going on in their pieces as well. So I don't know. What do you think?
This one hurts because I think that these top four, I would feel bad about eliminating any of them.
Yeah, me too.
They all nailed it. They all nailed it, and so there's not really. It just comes down to personal preference at this point.
Yeah, I know.
I think that my top three would probably be number one Proxy, number two Argo, and number three Watcher. That's what I had
Okay.
in my noggin at the beginning. But I
Oh,
love
interesting.
True Noir's piece as well. But for me, that's probably the one that would get kicked out of this, just personal taste. Because again, they all nailed it. So, what's your top three?
Well, I stated Proxy,
Mhm.
True Noir, and then I would personally place Argo and Watcher on third place because I feel like I don't know, like the
Toss up.
Can I do that?
Sure. You're the guest judge. Tied for third.
Oh yeah, fuck yes, that's me. I'm deciding. Whatever. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So
Tied for third. Argo and Watcher both win
So-
third.
So I think that Argo and Watcher are both third place, in my opinion.
You heard it here first, folks. Congrats. Man,
Voila!
crazy.
Are you happy? Because I am. Yay!
Best guest judge ever, chat. Rye, I think
Really?
you added too many zeros to that. I don't know what you're I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you guys each get a medal. I'll mint two just for you guys because it's the finale, baby. We're not going away though.
Yeah, right. It's the finale. When is the next season coming?
Probably a month. I'm gonna
Okay, that's like a short break.
Yeah, I know. Because I want to keep doing it, but the real problem is there's just not enough growth at this point to warrant doing it every single week.
Yes, I know.
So we're gonna pare it back a little bit. It's still gonna be the same thing. We're we're just gonna shift schedules a little bit, and that's fun because it allows me to do some other ideas that I've been thinking of. I've got.
It's amazing. Everything you've been doing, like, I am a fan of yours. Like,
Thanks.
I wish I had more time to just hang out with you because, you know, having you on Heal the Deal was amazing, and just
That was
like
fun.
getting to connect with you and know you has been amazing. Like, I feel like you're one of the most amazing person I know in this community, and it's fucking incredible. I'm just so in
That's
awe
crazy.
of everything you do.
Thank
Like,
you.
that's crazy.
That means the world to me because I tell people all the time that I've been following you for like 7 years on Instagram, 8 years on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, like a long time. I was running
Oh, shit.
I was running a clothing company back in the day, and did a lot of Instagram stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I followed mostly because it's like Pacific Northwest. It was like a clothing brand for the Northwest USA. But
Oh.
you were one of the only art accounts that I followed. The rest were just like outdoors photos and stuff. So yeah, I've been a fan of
Wow.
your work for a long time. So even
Oh my
just
God.
even just talking to you is pretty crazy. It's
Aw,
insane.
but- So you knew me when I was a baby abstract
Yeah.
baby, basically.
Yeah, for a long time. It's been a while.
Wow. So you've seen the black and white
Mhm.
phase, I guess.
Yep. I was there.
You were like you know that people have been there for a long time when they saw the black and white phase of Maalavidaa. That's like a long time ago.
Yeah, you've moved on to the brightest colors humanly possible.
That's so insane. I'm just it's really weird for me to just like connect with people that have been following me, because I feel like we didn't do that before. Like, we didn't chat, we didn't see each other face to face, we didn't connect as much.
Mhm.
And I am so grateful because I feel like I have so much more friends now. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. I'm usually used to not having friends, you know?
Same here. Same. NFTs has been a boon for me. It's been
Yeah.
incredible socially. And even though they're kind of parasocial relationships because it's online and there's that proxy there, it's not one-to-one the real deal, but it's
Yeah.
way more than sitting at home just doing my work freelance from my room.
Oh,
And
totally.
so it's been incredible, and it's been such a pleasure to get to know you, to get to know all the people in the NFT space. I've met so many great friends. It's really something amazing.
Me too. I feel so much more complete and more actually, like, I feel like it's more a job now, you know?
Mhm.
Because I feel like I have like colleagues and friends.
Yeah.
It feels like a job.
It does. It feels like a big office on like signing
Yeah,
into Twitter
right,
feels like
exactly.
you're checking in at the office.
Exactly. So I feel like it's really it has helped me so much to just not feel that loneliness mess that I was before,
Mhm.
just living in a tiny apartment in Paris and just with just like life being gray and just depression and everything. I feel like I feel so much more healthy right now, and I know that the community has a lot to do with that. Even though sometimes it's really difficult as well, and I have a lot of breakdowns. Don't get me wrong, but
Don't we all?
yeah,
That's the side of artists that people don't like to talk about. People like to talk about their beautiful art, and they there's definitely a cost to being so in tune.
yeah. I've been feeling like shit lately because I know that the drop is like postponed, and I feel like
Oh,
we are not in time at all, and I feel like everyone's gonna forget about me and just be like, you know, this chick, she's like, "Pah, she's no one.
well, if you need a
Who
pep
cares
talk,
about her?"
if you need a pep talk, hit me up because none of that's all in your head, and I'm sure you know that
Yeah, I
rationally.
know.
But
Yeah, it's difficult, but fortunately enough, I have like amazing people in the Heal the Deal Discord that are always here to just like cheer me up and be like, "Hey, you got this, and we got this, and we're going to do that." That's fucking impressive to have that every single day. I'm so glad that we have that, because honestly, I would be so shitty without that. So yeah,
I doubt it. But
happy.
it's good that it helps. So congrats again to Proxy, True Noir #2. Argo and Watcher tied for 3rd, and honestly, all 4 of you, incredible. It's
Yes.
seriously wild. All in
I'm so proud of everyone.
all in different
I'm so
ways.
happy that I get to know you.
It's so much fun. This is a blast.
Yes.
I want the one last thing I want to do before we sign off for today. I want to let you plug whatever you want to plug. I know you just spoke about Discord. Your Discord's fantastic. So
Thank you.
what's the link there? Or let me find that link so we can properly plug you.
So I don't know how you guys do it, but I don't have like a discord.gg Hill the Deal. I don't know how to do that.
You have to get 30 people to boost your server.
Oh, well, that's why.
And
We don't do that.
Yeah.
We just boost ourselves. We do not boost the server.
That's fair.
So yeah,
Yeah.
is it my link? But anyways, you can go on the Hill the Deal Twitter website, everything. There's always a Discord link for the Hill the Deal Discord. It's pretty easy to find. It's also in our Linktree link and all of that.
I just dropped your link fire.
Yeah,
in the
that's good as well.
anxiety, but make it RGB. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's succinct.
I'm
That's a
just
nice
trying
little tagline.
to be fun in English, which is difficult for me.
Yeah, is that tough? Is French a lot different than English? I've never tried to learn.
Well, you don't want to do that. It's really weird because these days I just I just talk in English all the time. So I dream in English, but it's like a bad English because I'm French, you know. So
You dream in broken
I'm not
English.
improving. Like it's not getting there. We're stuck at a level.
You probably have to get real nerdy about things before you get perfect English, right? Because it's just all these little nuances and stuff. It's probably a lot of work.
Yeah, it's weird because actually for a French person, I'm kind of great at English.
Your English is really good, yeah.
Thank you. It's just sometimes pronunciation is really difficult, especially when I'm trying to speak like really fast and all. People like to mock me for that on my Twitch channel when I say fuck crystal instead of fog crystal.
Fug crystal?
But yeah.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I talk about my channel.
But I mean, what were you trying to say? I don't know what you're referencing.
It's just like a reference from a Pokemon card. Like there's a card called Fug Crystal.
Okay.
But when I say it,
You
it
say
sounds
fuck
like
crystal.
fuck crystal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, Crystal's a bitch, dude. So she can get bent for all I care. I've never liked Crystal, and I never will probably like Crystal because that one time in middle school she put gum in my hair.
For real?
Yeah.
Who's that bitch?
Actually, I was the bitch. I put gum in a girl's hair in middle school because I thought it would be funny, and I didn't realize it would ruin her life.
You were that kid.
Well,
I hated you.
Well, I
hated
regretted
you.
it. I only did it once. I regretted it. I wasn't that kid.
Now I'm seeing you as someone else.
I wasn't that kid. It's not like I did it every day. I was a good kid who thought.
Was it because you had a crush on her and you thought like, oh, I'm gonna get her attention by just putting gums on her hair?
No, she was a bitch. I didn't like her. I was trying to like fuck with her, but I didn't realize it would be like a permanent fuck with her and like how she'd have to like cut her hair off. But fun story. She dated my friend like 10 years later, outside of high school and whatever. And she was crazy. She left all these voicemails to him. He like definitively broke up with her, and she like kept trying to like pretend that they weren't broken up. Anyways, long story. She deserved the gum in retrospect.
Well, maybe she became crazy because you put a gum on her beautiful hair. Did you think about it?
If so, she needs to toughen up. That's crazy. She needs
that's
a
true.
little bit thicker skin.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Now we know more about you and your personality. Your hidden secrets.
Here, it's the Sigma male grind style. I think is the proper term for it.
Always that excuse. Okay, you know what? That really
Chaotic
sounds
alpha.
like. Yeah, that really sounds like low-key fan fiction or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I do in my head. I just make stories up about myself and like what
Okay.
you see on
Okay,
Twitter is half
one more
of the
thing
madness.
before we go. How much time before there's a NFT fanfiction on Wattpad.
On what?
So Wattpad is an app where
Wattpad.
people can
Oh.
just write stories, and it's known as the app for people who write fan fictions,
Oh, okay.
basically. So I'm asking how much time before it happens with NFTs.
I don't know. Strangely enough, the people who write fan fiction seem to hate NFTs. They seem to.
Oh, that's why.
They seem to fully buy into the climate stuff. The like super doom and gloom. Everything that we're doing is destroying the earth.
Okay.
I think it's the same people, so I think maybe a little bit, but they'll get there eventually, and they're gonna blow it up when they do. Those people go hard.
Okay, I'll just write one between, let's say, Fuck Render and Victor Mosquera. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I'd read it.
Voilà.
That sounds.
This is if I get
Are they
50 subs
vampires?
on my channel, I will write a chapter of a fan fiction.
Wait, 50 subs on your channel?
Yes.
You'll write a fan fiction about Fuck Render and Victor?
Victor Mosquera.
What's your link again?
Twitch TV/Maalavidaa.
Just wondering. Just wondering. Got it. Okay. Well, maybe you'll be writing some fan fiction later.
Can't wait.
We'll see. Let me.
I love me some writing.
Let me link this to the chat because I would read the shit out. I think most people would read the shit out of that. That sounds hilarious.
Okay.
An epic
Oh,
saga
for real,
of
I
Nikki
can
papers.
definitely do that. I love a good challenge.
Oh yeah, awesome. Well, Maalavidaa,
Anyways,
thank you so much. It's been a hoot.
thank you for having me.
We've been all over the place. We've been up and down and all around, and I think we came out with some real winners. Congrats again to Proxy, True Noir,
Yeah.
Argo, and Watcher. Crazy
Congrats.
stuff. Thank you most of all for coming on, hanging out. Go get some food now. Go eat. I'm gonna do the same because I'm starving.
I'm about to pass out.
Yeah, right. But
But
yeah.
hey, just a reminder, I will DM everyone for their infos for the little prizes. Okay.
Perfect.
So just bear with me while I'll catch up tomorrow or throughout the weekend, and I got your back.
Cool. I'll aggregate the info and send you a message so you don't have to do the legwork on that.
Oh, I'm used to that.
Okay. Well, we'll get you the prizes nonetheless. So, thank you guys all for
Okay.
participating. And Alicia,
Thank you,
I will.
everyone.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Take
See ya.
care. Bye.
Wow. Wow, another banger indeed. Crazy. You guys, I don't have too much to wrap up after that. We'll just end it on a high note. I just want to say thank you guys so much. It really has been such a great time doing the Thunderdome, and we're going to keep doing it. I say season 1 because there will be a season 2, and it won't be too far out, right? We're just gonna rethink the pacing a little bit. Incredible stuff. The looking back on it, the retrospective. Maybe I'll do like an edit. That would be fun. Maybe I'll do like a YouTube edit of like all the highlights from the Thunderdome. I don't know if I have enough time to do that, but that would be sick. If anyone wants to do it, then hit me up. I can send you a few bones to whip up a highlight video. But what do we have coming up? Saturday, we've got a boys chat. I'm trying to figure out who we're getting on. I will get someone great on, but I just haven't done that yet. So I'm lazy. I'm going to do it though. So don't worry. Tuesday, we've got... What? I'll probably talk about Parallel again? I don't know. I gotta figure stuff out now. What is there to do? It'll for sure be news. Luke Fitch, I will still be streaming. The schedule stays the same, just the content is gonna switch up a little bit. The schedule stays the same, but so no worries there. You still get to see my Fabio face. Guys, thank you so much. Can't say it enough, but I am dragging things out and I do want to go eat. So I will talk to you guys on Saturday. 12 PST, 3 EST. That makes it 9 CEST. Be there or be square. Later.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.